Hi and welcome to the latest update from the Teagasc Pig Research Facility. My name is Tomás Ryan. We haven't had an update now from the facility in a number of months, so I thought it was timely, seeing as though half the year has now gone by, to kind of review maybe the 6-month performance from this facility and to touch quickly, I suppose, on the kind of research we've been doing and also some other developments that are going on within the pig department at the moment. So I suppose first up, we'll start in the farrowing house and look at some production parameters there. Our born alive year to date in the farrowing house is 15.5. Our weaning number out of there is 13.3. We're currently have a mortality of around 14%. Our average birth weight in the farrowing house has climbed this year. It's now at about just shy of 1.5 kilos, and we are weaning out at the moment at 9 kilos at 27 days. So that's very positive as a weaning weight. Moving out along then into the weaners, of course, 6.5 weeks is our stay time here in Moore Park. We're transferring across 6.5 weeks later at 35 kilos, and then we are sending pigs out at an average of 22.5 weeks at a current carcass weight of just under 94 kilos. So our average daily gain on our weaning to sale is currently around 880 grams per day. Going back to the sows, we have a conception rate of 95% year to date and a farrowing rate of 92% year to date. I suppose one big change we have in the facility in the last number of months is we have started to breed our own replacement gilts. Historically, up to now, we have been buying in replacements, but and that was mainly due to, I suppose, the restrictions on the research herd being a 200 sow facility. We had kind of intended to have all our animals available, of the sow herd available for research, but we've decided to go the route of breeding our own replacements now. So that started, the first pure lines were served in the June bank holiday weekend. So it'll be a number of months yet before we have progeny off them, which will become our own first generation replacements for the herd down the line further again. Research work, we have plenty of research work going on throughout the entire facility, from the farrowing house all the way through the growing phases. So I'm still doing a lot of work with the baby feed system in the farrowing house, on different hygiene protocols in the farrowing house, on say optimal and suboptimal washing approaches. That work is also carrying on into the weaner house. The baby feed is also running through the weaner house as well, looking at milk and creep allocation in the post-weaning phase. That work does continue out into the later stages of the finisher sections as well, to look at residual performance and growth and how those carcasses rank out along the way. We still have our wet feed going continuously on production work also. Also in the finisher and weaner stages at the moment, we're doing some long tail work and behavioural work, and also including some different forms of enrichment there. One other thing within the facility is a capital project we have on the go at the moment. We're just at tender phase at the moment for this work, but what we are hoping to complete later in the year and maybe a little bit into 2023 is the erection of a new 200 finisher place, low emissions type building that we will use here to conduct research into this area. So it'll be predominantly slatted floored building. The pigs will have a kind of an inside and access to an outside space as well. And we will look at that from kind of a high welfare and low emissions approach over the next while. So I'll have more information on that over the coming months again. That's it from the research facility in Moore Park here at the moment, and we will talk again soon.